How's it going, everybody? My name is Mustang and welcome back to some more BeamNG Drive. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a mod that can give the Scintilla a run for its money. We all know the Scintilla. We all love the Scintilla. It's BeamNG's V10 Supercar. It is extremely fun to drive, and everybody who gets in it has a blast while doing it. What more could you possibly want from this beautiful and amazing supercar? Well, now feast your eyes on this thing. This is the Alyekka Promise, and this is a relatively new supercar mod for this game. A supercar mod, something that we don't see in this game very often, and in particular, it's a modern supercar. Something that we really don't see very often at all, which, yeah, that is just surprising to say. It really is a shame that we don't see like a lot of supercars in this game. And I know what some of you are going to say. This looks a little familiar. That's because if you play a little game called Automation, that is what this mod started out life as. It is definitely an automation mod. Like, you can clearly tell from the body, like, this is very like Ferrari-esque. It's heavily inspired by a Ferrari. According to the mod description, the car itself is inspired by a Ferrari FXXK. And however, the headlights, it reminds me of a Mercedes SLR McLaren. And if we we start making our way to the back, we have a very, very recognizable spoiler that for some reason I don't, it just doesn't look right. Just like a very straight line, but then the back is just like sort of curved. It looks a little weird. You have GTR taillights. Yeah, very, very strange. And with the diffuser reminding me of a Pagani and some other supercar I can't remember the name of. And the wheels are just standard automation wheels, which, hey, I don't mind the look of them. They look nice. I've used them before. They look nice. But this is not just any normal automation mod. No. No, this is a fully fledged BeamNG mod. Like, it started out life as automation mod, and now it is a full-on BeamNG mod. And one of those ways that it is, like, look at this. It has openable doors. You can open the front. You can open the doors. You can open the engine compartment. Like, look at this. And like, you can see the engine in all its glory. That is a quad turbo V12 for your information. I didn't even know that was an engine that you could like make in automation, but apparently you can. And I think that's cool. I think that's sick that you can make that. But yeah, this is obviously very much, it is definitely an impressive feat within itself. And as for the interior, it looks really, really nice. One of the things that automation does get right is the interior detailing. Like, look, you can see all of the stitching. Just look at the detail on the seats and everything. And as for interior, there is a touchscreen. When you turn the car on, this does have a full-on nav system, like a GPS system that you can use. Just going to close the trunk there. There we go. And they do make noise when you close them, by the way, if you were wondering. However, I feel the interior feels a bit minimalist. There's no glove compartment for some reason, or glove box, and there's no AC. I feel like that's a bit of a problem, especially if you want to drive this thing in the winter. Like in the summer, I don't think you would have an issue because like there's no roof, but I feel like you would at least want a roof for a car like this if you were driving in the winter, or if it's raining. Like you're going out on a nice Sunday drive and then it just starts raining. Yeah, something tells me that wouldn't be very, very nice. Also, you can't close the doors to the inside. The doors do open a bit weirdly. I don't know why. Here's the reason why. Yeah, you kind of get smacked in the face, which I find a little funny, but yeah, it's a bit weird. But hey, at least the doors work. That's all that matters. The doors work. That is impressive for an automation mod. Also, the steering wheel looks a bit strange with the texturing. I don't know what it looks like. It looks a bit too shiny. Obviously, also the heads-up display is from a Scintilla. Like, it literally says Chevetta on the speedometer. But the steering wheel is fully custom. And it does have its own custom lighting, which you will see in a minute. Which, by the way, let's start this thing up, shall we? Yes, obviously, you might notice that it's a bit quiet because this engine is very loud, so I had to turn down the game volume just because of how loud this car is. And but yeah, let's go and drive this thing around. But before we do, if you like what you see and want to see more, maybe consider hitting that like button. And hey, while you're down there, maybe also consider subscribing. But anyways, let's see what this thing's got. Obviously, it seems like it has some good pickup. I mean, it's a supercar. What do you expect? And it has active aero, as you can see. And yeah, it's got speed. That's for sure. Got very good speed. Oh, and yeah, there's another, probably the best, most impressive part about this mod. It has a damage model. I know that this is not the only automation mod that can do this. Like the Vertex started out life as an automation mod, but then it got turned into a fully fledged BeamNG mod, and it is one of the best mods you could possibly get in the game. But this is just impressive. And yeah, I know it's not the first mod to do it, but it's just so impressive. I love this, and it can come apart. Like it comes into 3 main pieces. Like it's got the engine bay, obviously, and it's got a front subframe and the cockpit. But like you can tear apart. It can come apart. Also, you got brake low. I'm pretty sure that's another mod I have installed. It's not. That's not a product of the mod of this mod itself. There is a brake low mod in the game that I'm pretty sure I have installed. I don't know. I have a lot of mods installed, and sometimes I forget what mods I have installed. So, yeah, I'm guessing that's I'm guessing that's just a brake low mod at work. But it's just so cool. I find the fact that that it comes apart, it's just so cool. However, I am pretty sure this is based off of the Scintilla. If we tear this apart, yeah, the frame is obviously based off. Oh, that's weird. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, obviously the frame is based off of the Scintilla because it doesn't quite match the shape of the body. But hey, I can look past that. I'm willing to look past that just because of what this mod brings to the game. It's a V12 supercar, and like come on, that's cool. I will admit, one thing I do find a bit goofy with this car, like how high it is off the ground. Like look at this, look at that ground clearance, and look at that, and now look at the Scintilla. I don't know why I'm in the interior, but yeah, look at the Scintilla. Look how much ground clearance that has, and like this is, you can like lower this thing. Like this is a bit overkill for ground clearance. I don't know. It kind of looks like an off-road. It kind of looks like it's supposed to go off-roading or something like that. But actually, this isn't the only configuration we have to offer for this vehicle. If we go down here, there are 7 or 6 configurations in total. And if you look at the years 2020 to 2020, this was. I like to believe that the lore I have for this car, I like to believe that this is like a very, very limited production supercar. Like, there's only 6 of these in the world, including the race version. You have the Pantera, the Volta, the Charno, the Rilazar, the Rosa, which is the one we're in right now, and then the race, and there's 5 of these in the world, minus the race version. Race version doesn't really count, and I like to believe that each one of these names, it represents, the clients that the company made these cars for. That's my lore. I don't know if that's true, but yeah. Also, you're going to notice the descriptions like mono base, ground travel true, flight travel false. That part I don't get because all of these have the flight travel as false. Drivetrain type 20% fatality risk. 10.8%. I find that hilarious. Like, each one of these has a fatality risk. 0.2 fatality risk, 8.3 fatality risk. 11.3, except for this one. For some reason, this one doesn't have a description. I don't know why. And this one has a 50% fatality rate, or fatality risk. But we're going to take a look at the Charno, which, by the way, all these have a V10 motor, but this one is actually naturally aspirated. And some of them are twin turboed, others are quad turboed. thought it was like a nice attention to detail that this mod has. Also, like, just the paint. Like, just look at the detail on the paint. Actually, you can't really tell on this car, but on the Rosa, like, you could, like, the paint was very flaky. That's one thing that automation, I will admit, the one thing that automation cars do get right is the paint. Like, the paint just looks very, very nicely detailed. Like, very flaky. Like, something like that. It was able to do that before BeamNG got the paint update. Like, it updated its painting system, which I just think that's impressive within itself. And I do think that, and also another thing, I think some of these cars have a hybrid system because, just listen. Okay, never mind. This car doesn't have it, but like some of these cars, like they start when you have the throttle, when you put down the throttle, and then they also start when you go in reverse. Like they start and stop whenever you, like you know how some of those cars have like the start stop system. Like you're at a stoplight, it turns off the engine to save fuel. Like that's basically what this car's doing, or like some of these variants do. Obviously this isn't one of those versions, but it does do it. Also, I'm noticing there's a bit of a weird texturing going on with the wheels. I don't know what's going on there. Also, as you can see, this thing also has active aero. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but it's got active aero. And it does change with the different driving modes that we will cover, which we will take a look at that in a minute. Oh, as soon as I, okay. Yeah, alright, just a bit of a minor crash, but hey. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty nice. I will admit the front end does look a lot better with the frame. The frame matches up with the front end a lot better. I will admit that. Alright, I don't want this video to be too long. So, and all of the versions are pretty much very, very similar, except for the engine. So we're just going to go and take a look at the race version. Which, well, oh, okay, apparently something went wrong with the paint job on this car. We're going to take this thing over to a track and do a little hot lap. We're obviously on the automation test track. I feel like it was fairly fitting. This is kind of an automation mod after all, but hey, it's a darn good one. Also, we're going to switch the driving mode to Corsa so you can see how the active aero changes. We're on sport, and there we go. Corsa, the active aero actually changes, and some of these some of the models have a different spoiler. Like some of them don't have the middle part of the spoiler. Interestingly enough, I thought that was interesting. But hey, it's a nice touch. And whew, okay. And geez, this thing has 10 gears. Wow. Okay, hold on. Slow down, Mustang. Okay, you're all right. Whoa. Okay, yeah, this thing definitely feels like it has a bit too much power for its own good. Whoa. All right, 180, 190, 200. This thing is easily doing 240 miles an hour down the street. I should probably start slowing down. Mother. Okay. Yeah, this thing is ridiculously quick. Yeah, it's probably a bit too fast. Yeah, no, I don't think I would ever be able to go put this thing full throttle and have me. Yeah, no, there was no way I was able to slow down time for that corner. Yeah, this is something else. This is a different animal of its own. Like it's like a Widowmaker. I am purposely not turning off traction control because I feel like, ow. Okay, I was even like most of that lap, I wasn't even like putting down the throttle fully, and like it was still getting wheel spin. Like it's a Widowmaker, it's like a Viper, it constantly wants to kill you. Or at least that's how like the very early generation Vipers were. Like they were fun to drive, they were powerful and ridiculously fun to drive, but they constantly wanted to kill you. But at the same time, they gave a lot of different supercars a run for their money at half the price. Which, hey, I love the Viper. I can respect that. But I guess the only thing left to do is take this thing off the car jump arena, shall we? Let's do it. Alright, I'm going to turn off traction control fully for this. I think it's appropriate. I actually thought about taking this thing off of the dam jump that's in the automation text track map, but I mean, you know what? Screw it. I feel like this thing will do very well on the car jump arena, so let's just do it. Well, okay, I was clearly wrong. Yeah, I feel like it has something to do with the downforce. All right, let's just all right, here we go. Yeah, no, this thing just wants to be pinned down to the ground. Oh, jeez, that was violent. That was violent. Holy cow. Oh, and into the pool. We are sleeping with the fishes. But, yeah, that was the Alyekka Promise. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's the best I can do. But, yeah, definitely a very, very impressive mod. And a very fun mod to mess around with. The link for this mod will be in the description, as always. But with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.